Welcome back to another day here on the pixelborn Lorcana client. Today, we're going to be playing another Emerald Sapphire. Now, I've been stuck on these colors for a while because they just don't feel strong in this meta. And I really want to find a way to make them feel strong. So, what we're going with today is a simple case of built-in ward. That's right, some of our characters have built-in ward. Such as Cogsworth, who's a powerhouse in his own right with the giving resist to everything. So not only can we not be targeted, but we're also really defensive against steel, which means the only thing that really bothers us is Ruby's board wipe, which admittedly is going to be an issue for every single deck because this game is a non-responsive game, which means if your opponent gets the chance to play it, they just get to play it. There's nothing you get to do about it. You just lose your board because that card exists. That's the name of the game, so we have to play around it. So we're also running Pete. Pete has a cost 5, quest for 2, he's a 3/4, pretty decent, but he's got an ability whenever you play an action card, he gets +2 attack. And while he has 7 or more attack, he can quest for 4. I'm not the biggest fan of these abilities. It's super counterintuitive. Hey, make your guy really good at combat, and then don't combat with him. It seems redundant. But there it is. We do have ways to pump his power. We are running Scepters of Arendelle. While this admittedly will likely usually get destroyed by our Hiram for card draw, it does work with Pete. We can occasionally make Pete do the thing. And then of course Pete has ward. Kuzco also has ward. So basically what we're looking at here is trying to make it, Kuzco, Pete, Cogsworth, Noi. All these characters can have ward, so targeted removal is out the window. Some of our big pieces, Hiram Flavershim, our opponent always wants to remove him anyway, so we're not doing a lot to protect him. He's always got the target on his back. Caterpillar's likely going to see some removal. Enchantress is there to gain us the 2 lore, and then ideally trade with something, and Mickey Mouse is there to kind of ramp us up into our 5 drops. Outside of that, we're running a ton of non-character spells. A bunch of Develop Your Brains, Bounce, Ring the Bell, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, Let It Go, and then a slew of items for Hiram. The most important of which is probably the Fishbone and the Popsicle. We do want to ramp up ahead of our opponents. We do want to draw cards. And then the other 2 are incidentals. So, let's jump in and see if we can't win a few. Going first. As always, we're going to start in the ranked queue. And I have a feeling we're going to move out of the ranked queue fairly quickly with this particular deck. If I can get a single item, Popsicle would be ideal. But another hero. Hey, we did get the Popsicle. Nice. Alright, let's see. Are we going to reveal we're both colors or Inca Hiram? I think we're going to Inca Hiram. Opponent's going to know we have the Hiram. But we're not giving up our second color quite yet. I don't know how relevant that is. Like, even the decks where I'm like, like that one game where they played Sapphire for like 9 turns straight. Only Sapphire cards. Even then, I was still like, they're going to play the board wipe. They're going to play Ruby. And sure enough, that's what they did. Like, wasn't enough to protect them. Alright, let's drop the Ring the Bell and get a Noi. Noi! I just watched Raya and the Last Dragon last night, and it was a tearjerker. The whole time I'm like, don't cry! Don't do it! And then I didn't, because I'm awesome. Oh, another toy maker down? Another toy maker down. The things I do to hide our green. Alright, we're on the right track. Noi's gonna lose the ward though. Alright, opponent's just been draw go this whole time. Amethyst Steel. I mean, Noi survives attack against Tinkerbell. I'd have to get a Popsicle. This is a song. Can I play this on Mickey Mouse for ramp? I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Now, return chosen character of yours to your hand to play another character with the same cost. The another character makes me feel like it shouldn't be able to. I'm gonna try it. I have to pick. Okay, so it does nothing. I can't play another character. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. I got ahead of myself. I selected him as the song singer, thinking I was selecting him for the spell. Alright, let's get the Arendelle, Scepter of Arendelle down. That way Tink can't just attack and annoy. Noi. I swear I could say it. Annoying. See? Noi. Got it. There's the big Tink. Now that can attack the Noi and defeat the Mickey Mouse. It's funny, I haven't seen a shifted Tink in so long. It's like it doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. There we go. There's some cards. Let's hold on to them. Cogsworth and Pete. I really do want to get them down because they're immune to the targeted removal. But also, Cogsworth especially good. It's too bad he doesn't protect himself with the resist. So he's still vulnerable to, like, swords. Alright, we're definitely getting Cogsworth down here. Let's get our cards first. And then we'll see what we're inking. Alright, then ring the bell it is. Benja. You know, after watching the movie last time, I'm like, wait a minute, does the card have him as a statue? It does not. He's got the sword. I'm like, that's sick. Okay, I guess the most threatening thing is the Benja. Quest for 2. Alright, Cogsworth takes 1 damage. Kuzco's are very good too. If I sing this with Cogsworth though, Tink goes down, but Cogsworth will be defeated. And that'll still only allow me to play 2 things. Kuzco and a Caterpillar. Perhaps that's what I need to do. It's either that or I protect my Cogsworth and just pay for this. Or I leave the Tinkerbell alone for a turn. I think I have to get rid of the Tinkerbell because they could double swords me and then that's pretty much game over. So we're gonna give up the Cogsworth. It's a little sad. Oh, I should have quested with Hiram. Hopefully we don't lose this game by 1 point. I'm just thinking about a double sword situation. Yep, we're gonna see the attacks. So now their swords will be a thing again. Another Tinkerbell, are you kidding me? Boy, oh boy, I'm not gonna get there, am I? Haven't inked yet. See, Tinkerbell gets to take down Caterpillar, right? Attacks with something into Hiram. Tinkerbell finishes it off. Defeats the Caterpillar. So Caterpillar needs the quest. Let's just quest with them all. Let's do it. We didn't come here to be cowards. Alright. Do I play another Caterpillar or do I look through the top? I still need to ink. I could play another Caterpillar. Alright, we still haven't seen any swords from the opponent. We've done nothing to send any of their stuff to the graveyard. That tells you a lot about this deck. We actually don't really care too much about what our opponent's doing. Just that our stuff protects itself. Welcome back, Tinkerbell. With all the resist floating around, she's been missing. Alright, drawing another card. They need to figure out how to take down all of my characters. All three of them. A swords would be very helpful. Alright, Hiram's just enough. That takes out the Caterpillar. And then they have both their other characters attack Kuzco, with Merlin being the second attack. Come on, man. Okay, well, it dies either way. Guess that's fair. They are 2 for 1-ing themselves. Just to stabilize. Oh, they got the smash. It's okay, I got 2 Kuzcos for victory. Alright, unless they have 2 grab your swords, which they might. It's very possible they've been holding on to it for the entire game, because we still haven't seen any. Unless that's the case, we are winning right now. That doesn't draw him a card, that just sets up. But they could, in theory, throw a smash at their Merlin to draw the card, if it's something they need. And then sing a swords and then cast the swords? Is that it? You're gonna get it, opponent? You gonna smash your own Merlin? Did the ward mechanic get us there? Are we avoiding the targeted removal with our key pieces? I mean, if they have the swords, they're really slow rolling it. Okay. They could very easily have 2 swords now, but they've certainly set me up for a pretty good follow-up round. Did you get it? They're still digging. They might have one and be like, that's not enough. They need the second one. You know they're looking exactly for the swords. It's the only thing that gets around the ward. Hey look guys, I remember to change my icon. I know you can't see it under the camera, but there it is. Isn't that cool? There it is. Wow. Okay, we're gonna stay in the range for a second. Second. The ramp is very good for us. Let's get rid of you. Got ward on Pete, I got ward on Kuzco, I got ward on Cogsworth. I got all my ward stuff, but I don't have a curve to threaten anything. I love when that happens. I love that for me. Oh, it's Petaclop again. Dang it, they know exactly what to expect. That's gonna be a lot of trouble for us. Alright, they're gonna be aggressive. It's gonna take me a couple turns to even be able to get to my ramp, and then even after that, it's gonna take a few turns to get what I need in play. Ugh, gross, my opponent knows exactly what we're doing and we're very slow. I should have been more aggressive with my mulligan. I was greedy. I was very greedy. How could I not be? I have all my ward creatures. Alright. Caterpillar's no good. Madam Mim's a problem. Just trades with whatever we put down. Set for Cogsworth. It eventually trades, just not immediately. Alright, it doesn't help that we're playing against the same opponent who knows exactly what we're doing. And yeah, they're being incredibly aggressive about it. This does not bode well for me. Not in the slightest. Alright, Kuzco will trade with the Madam Mim. Do I ink something? Probably. I probably want to try to get really far ahead here. Link the Pete. The resist from Cogsworth will be nice. Means Madam M won't take down Kuzco in a single hit. Here comes the quests. These targets their own Madam Mim because they can't target Kuzco. Probably not the issue they thought it was. Oh, and the Cogsworth to seal the deal. There we go. Let's get rid of a Mickey Mouse. Think a brain. And let's get the Mickey Mouse down first. Alright, Kuzco survives against Yzma's attack. Thanks to the Cogsworth. It doesn't if they have a swords. Right, they have to attack it and have a swords. And if they attack it first, then Yzma survives. We possibly play out our entire hand next turn. It's dangerous. We know they have the grab your swords. We know it's exactly what they were looking for. The only thing that survives is Noi and Hiram. Yeah, the Enchantresses might just be ink at this point. There's the swords. They sang it. Tinkerbell only does 1 damage to Cogsworth. I could heal the Cogsworth. Or I can heal the Kuzco. And then it still takes both their characters to attack Kuzco to bring him down. Don't forget they're going to have more swords. That's how it works. I am going to heal the Kuzco. I think we're definitely inking the Scepter and drawing cards with Hiram. Like it. Let's get a Noi down. Noi will survive a swords thanks to the popsicle. In fact, Noi's gonna have resist too. That's awesome. He could sing too. And then Cogsworth is just gonna die to Yzma. But then I keep the rest of my board. Yeah, keeping the rest of my board is probably worth it. Alright, swords will do 2 damage to Cogsworth and that's it. So they're going to want to do an Yzma attack first and then swords if they're going to have any effect. Otherwise, it's 1 damage to everything else. Except for Noi. Noi will take no damage. Enchantress would die. I got plus 11 right now. That's pretty great. Alright, opponent. Let's see your swords. You've showed us what? 3 worlds in the graveyard. Wow. Okay, we're not getting decked this game. Broomsticks to get back to swords. That means they probably don't have it at all. Of course, here's the attack, and then they could play the swords. Which is the way they should do it. Snake down. Tink. Smash on the Enchantress. Okay, I'd rather see a smash there, I suppose. Let's draw some cards. Cogsworth would be fantastic. This cost. Return a character to your hand and play it the same character. Oh, so I can bounce the Hiram and replay the Hiram? To draw more cards? Oh, that's nasty. Alright, Mickey will sing it, we'll bounce the Hiram, we'll play the Hiram. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, I like it a lot. Alright, we'll quest here. I'll go get a popsicle back to give Noi the protection. Still no Cogsworth. There's a Cogsworth. He's a little late and I can't play him. I'm 1 ink short too. Let's see, a double swords is still pretty bad for us. Alright, we'll wait. You know, opponent's just dying to get a double swords. I don't know, so far this deck's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. Alright, there's the trade. We finally got it. They have to move to slow us down. Magic Broom probably take down Mickey Mouse too. Unless they got the swords. There's the goat. We're down to the last card. Yzma. Okay, opponent's got everything in play. I'm on plus 5 right now. Like, Broom doesn't dare attack, right? Ring the bell's good. We can get rid of that Tinker Bell, which we probably should. Yeah, I won't even hesitate. Let's just get rid of it. It's also card draw, so if they got a dead draw, they could use the Tink to try to get a good draw. Another Popsicle. Quest for 2, quest for 2. Let's get a Popsicle down. Alright, I got the resist on the Noi. And they have to be able to take down the Cogsworth somehow. Oh, they just lose. There's nothing in their deck whatsoever. There's nothing in their deck whatsoever that can target removal of Cogsworth because of the ward. And so they need 2 board wipes, 2 swords. They literally can't do it. It is impossible. The game is over. Well played, opponent. Well played. Always second. Alright, last time we kept pretty greedily. Let's not be so greedy this time. I'll keep the ramp. Okay. Let's see. Popsicle's definitely first. Turn 2 some setup. Possible develop your brain should be first here. That could absolutely forge how my turn 2 goes. Worst case scenario, turn 2 is just a scepter and a Popsicle. Popsicle first, of course. Ruby Amethyst. Okay. I don't need 2 nicks. Laversham. Well, I got all the items. I may as well have the card draw. Nothing but Sapphire. Where's all my Emerald? I gave them all up. Tell you what, Maui's good against the ward. Madam Mim. I have 4 toys in my hand. Do I want them all? Turn 3 is definitely the Fishbone Quill. Start with the Popsicle. Okay. And there's a good target to ramp into. Trying to think if there's anything I genuinely am scared of that I'd like to get rid of. A lot of it's just gonna trade. Honestly, like cards like Maui, that's just coming down. It's like, how important is the Scepter? Probably not as important as the removal. So I am blanking. I mean, the dragon's a big deal. It's a long ways off, but it's still a big deal. 7-5, that is tough for me to handle. Hades has a big butt, I suppose. They're not going to run Hades, obviously. Yes, like Yzma and Lady Tremaine. It's going to be like their primary removals. Probably. Alright. Well, got a little unlucky with the inkable, so it looks like we're going to be inking this anyway. I think the Fates is actually going to come in clutch in this game. Alright, so we let our opponent trade their board for a Kuzco. Then we Flavish him and let them extinguish some of their removal. And then we Kuzco it up. Marco Mac. Spellbook. Pete's another good one, though. If I want to get more ink down, though, I need to hear them. Let's do it. I want to have a lot of ink. Opponent's getting ready for their board wipes, too, so that's not great. Alright, I got a turn to play a couple of characters, then quest, then we get board wiped. You know what this game really needs? This game needs a counterspell. It needs a reaction. That board wipe is just, like, can't do anything about it. You play slow to not get devastated by it, but then your opponent takes advantage of that and gets way ahead of you. And then to catch up, you have to play more characters, and then they devastate you, and then it's just game over. That board wipe is... There's a reason why Ruby is in all of the top meta decks right now, because you can't do anything about it. I wish I could draw cards first. And then destroy the fishbone for the draw, because I want to be able to ink with it. Alright, let's ink the Arendelle. Let's draw some cards. Now I have to ink like normal. Let's get Pete down. Still has Ward. Doesn't quest for as much. But the opponent might still be inclined for the board wipe. Those spell books are going to be nasty. Oh, there goes the Hiram. It's fine, I'm pretty much out of items anyway for him. Maui's just a temporary stabilization for the board wipe, I think. Okay, so I think I definitely want to play the eye here. Then I can bippity boppity caterpillar back in the upright position. It's just a long-winded way to ready a character. Has some really cool upside, especially with the Hiram, though. Alright, Maui takes down the Pete, and then they just keep questing because I'm not that threatening for a board wipe. Yeah, Maui's a problem. Maui doesn't need to attack if they're gonna board wipe, so that's not what they're gonna do. I didn't really have any other options to really apply any pressure, so it's unfortunate. See, they're gonna get 3 lore, go to 13. And they got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I have to take out their characters. It's fine, Arthur can actually be defeated here. Can't play another character? Oh no! Ruby control, of course. Defeated by it. How could you not be, though? There's a reason it's the best color in the game right now. Now they can quest for 5, go to 18. They don't even need to interact with me. The fact that they don't need to interact with me is huge. They're just questing for victory. They don't need to play Maui. In fact, our opponent's overextending themselves. They're opening themselves up to some potential pitfall here. I don't have any potential pitfalls for them. But, just for reference, looking at the board state, they really don't need a Maui. Guess they could have been scared that I played 2 more Eye of Fates, but even then, that's only questing for 6. That's still not lethal. And even if I could get another turn, I'm still only going for 7. That's still not the end of the game. Alright, opponent. Quest. Alright, you're taking too long. You already won. Alright, going first. That's a good sign. But the real question is, are we going to be forever gold? I've won 2 games. I've lost 1 game. It'd only be appropriate that I lose this game, so I've made no progress today. Because that's usually what happens. Okay, let's see. I got Mickey Mouse for the ramp into a turn 4 Kuzco. That's nice. So my turn 1 is a Popsicle into a turn 2 Noi. Ink and everything else. Got it. Easy. Cogsworth's a nice follow-up to the Kuzco. Means he's got a safe-ish quest. Of course, Ruby! Amethyst Ruby again. Different player. Pass the turn. Yes, of course. We are playing rank, so yeah, we do have to play against only meta decks. That is kind of how ranked works. So they can do 1 point of damage to me? Okay. They could hit me with the teeth. I suppose that's fine, though. They can't. I got Ward. Aha! Ward for the win! The Hexproof of Lorcana. Quest. Madam Mim. I'm assuming to bounce the Lady Tremaine to stabilize my... There's the Madam Mim. That does take down Noi. Oh, you should have hit the Lady Tremaine. Alright, you fool. You no longer stand a chance. Yes, I will quest with my Mickey Mouse. That's what he's here for. He served his purpose. There's very few things he could sing, but he could still sing like a bippity boppity boo. But I don't really want to play that card on any of my characters. So I'll let Madam Mim not quest here. It's fine with me. And then they can bounce their Madam Mim with another character. Oh, Lady Tremaine. That's why they kept it. Uh-oh, my hand's very expensive. They have more lady... Oh, my hand is awful. It's so bad. Alright, opponent's got a billion options and I can play one card per turn. Oh, man. Well, let's see if we can race out of it. You know, what's funny is I can still use the big Lady Tremaine to shift on the Lady Tremaine. Gross. Alright, so Kuzco's gonna trade with two characters here, but it's all he's got going for him. Alright, there we go. Lady Tremaine is officially dead. Still make me sacrifice a creature, but... Of course I got the Maui. I wanted to 2-for-1 you scum! Oh, come on. I need you to end your turn so I can play my one card. Thank you. Man, I'd really like to be able to ink this. If we get too scary, opponent's got board wipe magic now. He has the goat. Can't play both, dang it. Could sing one. Who do I sing away? The Lady Tremaine? Or just deal with the ghost so there's no bounce shenanigans. I'm singing, right? Or am I just paying for it? And then they got 4, so Cogsworth has to attack. And then I can bippity boppity. And that's how you heal your character. Booyah. They still have 3 though, like, I have to win on my next turn, so... The game is over. Opponent doesn't have to do anything. Oh, they just have Spellbook, okay. Okay. Well, that's a lovely place to wrap up this video. And just like that, forever gold, we went up by 2 wins and then down by 2 wins. So we didn't effectively go anywhere today. Just like every day when we play. Stuck in gold, man, I can't get out of it. I'm cursed. I think I'm cursed by I'm low enough rank that I do see a fluctuation of enough decks that when you play against the meta, then you have the decks that come out of nowhere and then they crush you because you're built for the meta. And then vice versa, you play for the decks that are good against the meta, and then the meta shows up and kicks your butt. It's just like Arena. Arena's the same way. You have to get to us like around Diamond tier in Arena is where you finally only start to see the meta decks, and then it's a lot easier, funny enough. So the higher rank you go, the easier it actually gets. And I think, if I had to guess, I would say Lorcana is probably very similar. It's hard to say that though, I've never been up there. But I'm definitely experiencing the lower level grind of there's too many decks and you just kind of have to get lucky to climb out of it. What would I change with this deck? Nothing. This deck is for funsies. The deck I have for you guys tomorrow is also for funsies. You know, I think that's important. There's a lot of meta going on right now. And I don't know, that's boring. I just don't have that much fun just playing against the same 3 decks over and over and over again. It might be time to swap back into the lab so we have actual fun games. What do you guys think? Is it worth it to try to be competitive, or would you rather have fun? Do you want to have fun in your life, or do you want to be competitive for no particular reason? I'll let you guys let me know in the comments down below. Speaking of which, in the description down there, there's a link for the Discord. Come join the community, hang out, share your deck lists. I come up with great ideas by checking out what you guys are running. And then I also have the Patreon, so if you want to be 2 videos ahead of everyone else, that's right, Patreon members saw this video 2 days ago. Ha! You fool! They're so far ahead of you. There's a link in the description down for that as well if you want to be ahead of everyone else. Outside of that, link for the deck if you want to play with it, make tweaks to it. The ward is fun. It's fun to watch your opponent try to struggle and try to weasel their way around. How do I deal with my opponent's characters? That bit's pretty interesting. But that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.